I had a specific thing that I kind of wanted to do this afternoon, which I got resident beauty experts Kate and Steph to help me out with.
Hello.
This is one of our examples of sort of loosely scheduled programming this year. This is listed on the calendar as Let's All Feel Pretty. For those of you that I haven't explained this to already, this is something that was sort of birthed out of a short Twitter thread that Pika, who many of you know, longtime Desert Bus supporter, that she wrote, where she wrote a little bit about... She wrote about how it is that oftentimes women will get themselves all done up and pretty, and it's for themselves, and sometimes guys will find this disbelieving. And one of the things that she said towards the end of this thread was, listen. Guys, if you get together with all your friends and you wear face masks and you pamper each other and you do each other's nails, I guarantee you're going to feel fabulous. So I figured, why don't we do exactly that here at Desert Bus, particularly since PK wasn't able to make it this year. So this is, to a certain degree, the stuff that we've got here that we're going to be doing is the kind of thing that you would normally associate with sort of a bit of a heteronormative cis girls' night out. But part of the reason I wanted to do this is to show that this kind of pampering can be for anybody of any gender and any orientation.
For me, please.
Oh, I don't have gender or any orientation.
In here,
Excellent. I'm pretty sure that describes all of us.
this
and
is
all of
actually
you.
one of my favorite ways of doing some good old-fashioned self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Of just like, man, I am feeling a little down in the dumps.
Yep.
I want to make myself feel good.
Yep.
And basically, Steph and I put our heads together on like, if you were doing this at home on your own, or you were with your friends, what would you want?
Yes.
And so we've got some things that I think is going to really bring your guys' day.
Excellent.
So do you want to...
As our resident beauty experts, they're going to sort of guide us through what we have here. And for everybody who's participating, it's up to you whether or not you'd like to participate and how much you'd like to participate. But I wanted us to have this little party where we could feel pretty, because it's day 5? Question mark?
It's a day of a thing.
We've been bussing for a while, and it's a little warm in here, and
a lot warm in
we
here.
need to take care of
Andrew,
ourselves.
you're going to want to put your hair back?
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Yep.
You want one of these?
Is
To
there
start, you want to get comfy, obviously.
Yeah, you want to
real-
get comfy.
real
Not in
quick?
the front or
Yeah,
not in
not
the
in the
back?
front or not at the back.
Whatever's in your heart.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You want to feel cute? Maybe put it at the front. A little sassy vibes.
I want a little sass going
Now,
on.
we did want to get comfy pants, because I find that a pamper night, comfy pants are pretty important, but we didn't have that. So Steph went and picked out some cozy socks for everybody.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Can't go wrong with some cozy socks.
I put this on the front. This makes me look a little bit. I feel like I just have the tiniest bit of Tony Roca style. It's making me feel very good right
got
now.
it.
Up on
Real
someone.
cute in that, actually.
You got a little bit of a jaunt. Little
So
jaunt.
I have to do one thing.
Yeah, please.
So the reason you wear this is so that your hair doesn't get in everything. So
Did
you
I-
just need to tuck your forelock in
Did
a
I,
little.
No,
did I
you
get
still-
it?
you still
Oh,
have
I missed
some.
some. I missed
I was
some.
trying to put
Oh,
it
we
above.
have one more.
Oh,
Ian,
okay.
one more?
Sure.
Ian,
Get,
I
get the other
whoever
driver in
wants
here.
one.
Do you want
So we've got
oh, yeah,
some,
maybe
would you like-
Johnny?
Oh,
Would you
absolutely.
like these?
Oh,
We also-
engineering with the
Johnny
spa
also
music.
wants
Thank
some-
you.
Get some
Andrew,
socks.
Yes.
I got
Oh,
you
yeah,
an
get
extra
those good
special
dog
pair.
Oh man.
And I'm pretty sure these will
I'm
fit.
gonna pull this out.
Andrew,
Yes,
those
go
socks
for
are
it.
fabulous already.
Bare feet
Present
action.
all
Also-
the
You want-
present
you
that
want
good
light or
stuff.
dark?
I feel another.
just a walk.
I can't. Do you want to take the chair?
I'll go for the lights.
I feel another really important part. Boys,
One sec.
this is a calm zone, please. I feel another really important part of chilling out and relaxing and practicing some self-care is to have a little bit of junk food. So Steph has picked out some chocolates for us all to share.
Nice.
Because sometimes you just need a little. I'm sorry. Jordan doesn't like chocolates.
Steph,
Oh, darn it, I should have thought of that.
Yeah, I forgot. Until he just went. Oh.
I'm just gonna make this transition off camera.
Oh my
That's
god,
what we're
there's
just-
so much padding in these.
Yeah.
They're nice. I like
Do we have any
Never
more of
doubt
these
the
ribbons?
power
Oh
of
no. Never
soft
mind.
socks. Believe me.
So we're just gonna have some chocolates to share. Cause you know what? Treat yourself.
Hashtag treat yourself.
Some chicky barbara.
Treat yourself.
Here we go. And now, Steph, do you want to explain what kind of spa goods? I was gonna say, yeah. spa things we've got
We
going on.
want to start with the
I'm
mask.
gonna pass some of those fancy
Yeah.
stuff. That's my way.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we have
Get in here, guys.
two
Alright.
options for face masks.
I
Oh,
got, some,
those
I,
are
got
cheap.
I got some real special.
Oh,
Sit down.
yeah.
Here,
Real
I'll-
special
I'll-
socks here. I
Here,
got
here,
little,
guys.
little,
Well,
little
I'm just
puppos.
like, not even
Anderson.
masks. Is there any kind of...
Alright, so
Ah.
we have two types of face masks. There's the ever nice and easy sheet mask,
Yeah.
which is nice because you can just kind of put it on and throw it away, and they tend to be a little bit
Yeah,
on the
there's several of
cheaper
these.
side.
Or
Or
Oh,
the fun option.
which may need to be done off camera. We'll see. I don't know how.
It's not that
it
bad.
should be fine.
Oh, okay.
These are single use, so they should cover your entire face and be done, and all you have to do is, put it on.
Yeah.
So we have peel-off masks.
Which they go on as like a gel,
If
and
you-
then they
yeah. If
kind
you
of dry
ever-
and then peel off a second. Yeah.
If you ever, as a child,
yes.
put Elmer's glue on your hands or whatever, and you peel, that's basically what it feels like, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
So we have a couple different ones. There is pineapple, green tea, manuka honey, which is really good for you actually,
Hook me up
and
with green tea.
and
I think I
tea
might-
tree,
I think I
which
might
is
take
really
that
great
manuka
if you
honey.
have
How do you
acne.
feel like, Jenny?
And
I'm
then
a little worried about
these
this
are-
interacting with my beard.
So actually,
okay, so that's
Just
why I'm
don't-
thinking you just don't put it on the beard.
Don't put it on the beard.
No.
The beard is everywhere.
Yeah, the beard is
Stubble,
pretty much
stubble
on my
is
face.
fine.
Johnny,
Okay.
if you're concerned, a sheet mask might be better
Yeah,
for you.
if you're
It's
concerned,
Yeah,
we
that's
have
what
lots
she
of
did.
sheets
the
and masks.
cleansing and
I get
calming.
the tea tree and stuff.
Okay.
Cleansing, calming.
I do know that the first step of this is cleanse, so we are gonna have to. Some of us are gonna have to
Yeah.
make a brief trip. No,
Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
Just put it on your
Don't
face.
I
don't
trust the
overthink.
experts.
Don't
Yeah,
overthink it.
Don't overthink it, honestly.
The number of times I've actually cleansed my face before putting on
Literally never.
very rare.
There you go.
Yes, this is a treat yourself moment.
This is a
Treat
treat yourself
I'd like to point out that
Do
I
we have one more?
We have lots.
We have two more.
Yes.
D.
If anybody else wants
stress.
one,
Can we
We have a Dead Sea
This
mask
does
that
not
we can
just
send
have
back
to be-
engineering.
engineering?
our
Yeah, one to engineering?
absolutely, please. We'll get
Those are two
engineering
the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are just the sheet ones, so they're gonna have moisture on them.
Yeah.
But it's all good. So,
Yep.
We discovered
oh my God, you're all reading
Just,
the instructions. Just open it.
Mount Energy
Okay.
spring water and created 7.
So if you have a
worried
peel
about
off
making
mask, just do like a little corner or whatever works, and then just squeeze it in your hand, and then just smooch. And if you need any help, please,
We're here to help.
we are here to help. That's what we're here for.
I will
It
need some
smells very good in here all of a sudden.
Which one are you
Here, do you want to take your, can you grab without your glasses?
Manuka honey. Okay, yeah. So this is gonna be a little sticky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a peel off. So just get a little bit on your finger, a little
Johnny, you want to take this?
blob,
Maybe a little.
And I'll
little
take
blob.
this.
Yeah. Onto like 2 fingers maybe.
Yeah, 2 fingers will help keep it from
Oh.
going all over.
This I'm familiar with.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
I'll switch
Rub
with you
it
because I've got my
on your
hands
face,
free.
baby.
that-
Hands-free.
Okay.
Cheeks,
It's the same
cheeks
one,
and
right?
forehead and around
It's
the
exactly the
nose are a
same
good
one.
place to
So-
kind of focus.
Do you have to cut?
No. So you're gonna have eye holes and you're gonna have nose holes. It looks real creepy.
Okay.
It's great.
But just lay it on your face and kind of press it and adjust it, and we'll help you.
So do you peel off the eye holes first?
No.
It's just, there's one more fold in there?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ain't easy
basically
while
just
you
unfold
drive
it
it.
until it's
And you
an
want-
oval.
Oh, I see.
With these ones, you want an even
Oh, that's
layer,
nice and creepy.
so that it peels off as one.
So I will,
Oh, wow.
face for you.
Nice.
And
Can you
talking will
squeeze
be
the rest of
here
it for me?
for a while, but that's kind of half the fun.
Yeah, please just get
Well.
it all out. Steph, can you help me out here too?
Did my
Yes.
nose just
First
break?
off,
I
I
think my
need
nose
this.
just broke.
Okay,
It's
Johnny,
entirely
you
okay.
look like a serial killer.
Well,
What do you need?
thank you.
But he looks fabulous.
Fabulous, fabulous. And if you need to tighten it around your face or put your head back a little bit so it's a little easier.
It's
Yeah,
To
and for
keep it
those
on.
who might
This
not
is
want
really
to do
hard
a
to do without
mask,
a mirror.
we also have body butter if you just want to like lotion your hands. We've got
have
stuff to
so
do your
aromatic.
nails.
Yeah, there's a lot of smells going on.
Can I just say
It's in
it's
my eyes.
it's kind of a shame we're not broadcasting in smell-o-vision.
Because
See those things in there? I shouldn't have been able to
This
kill
is
you.
literally the best that Desert Bus has ever
Get in
smelled.
there. No chicken, no eggs.
No chicken,
I
no
hate
fish.
that you're right.
We're good.
I was gonna say, Alex, there's still one left if you want
I'll take
one.
one.
Or
I will put this on and then everyone can see me without makeup.
Oh, it's so sticky.
Freaking cool.
You ready, Ashton?
This would be
me
the
up.
worst time to hit that
Jeez.
button.
Don't you dare!
This is relaxing.
I mean it. We can do it once we're all masked up.
Sure.
Jordan Hopkins.
Yeah, I'm just getting this on.
Good.
Perfect. 'cause
Joe, I'm here to
this
give you
on
top
in like
tips.
15 minutes.
Here is a good structure point.
BRB.
Yeah, make sure it's up there, and then try to tuck under if you can.
While you're doing that,
Good.
I'm gonna
Oh
finish
yes,
this
please.
chocolate.
Too much beer.
Enjoy the chocolate.
Yeah, the beard.
Yes, also very good.
That's okay. You can still enjoy it.
Alright, how are we looking? I feel in order to do the peel off aspect, you're gonna need some it to be thicker.
Okay.
Johnny
But
with
it's
the.
looking good.
But no, okay, I'm getting.
God, you look ridiculous.
I'm really kind of upset now.
It's the teeth.
I
The
feel like
teeth
I
really
failed
sell it.
epically in this.
Because then I can find the spots that you need
Oh my god.
extra. It's like, like I think you're going just way too light.
Hey, Kate.
You want a good
Hi.
footwear.
So what on earth do these masks actually do?
So a lot of them, like the peel off ones, will just kind of like settle into your pores and kind of peel junk out of it. The sheet ones are generally pretty good for moisturizing because there's a lot of moisturizer and hydration like inside of it, so it'll just sit on your face for like 15 minutes and like if you have there's two types of dry skin. There's dry skin and then there's dehydrated skin. And like that will I have very dehydrated skin no matter what time of year it is, and you will need something kind of like this just to like you can drink all the water you want, but you need to inject moisture back into your face.
Yeah.
Like the moisturizer I use is got
Oh, I missed the bus
hyaluronic acid in it, which
You missed the bus
holds
stop?
1,000
Yeah.
times its weight in water.
We just saw it on the corner.
So
at
it
the end of
just
the
pulls
screen as it went
moisturizer
by.
into your skin because like it can't hold the moisture itself.
Mine might have
No.
burst a little bit on the side.
Very easy to miss.
I'm
It's
really
starting to
pleased.
burn. Is that right?
It shouldn't burn.
Should not burn.
Okay.
I'm
How-
very,
Is
How
it
much?
Maybe
tingling?
just tingle strongly is a better
Tingle
way to
strong
do
is
it.
fine. If it's burning, that might be an
It
allergic
actually
thing.
feels more like an intense cold on my
Yeah.
face.
I have,
Yeah, that's
I have
that's
no
good.
idea what I'm
Working
doing.
as advertised.
You just
Okay.
spread it around
I
and
have
get
the
it nice
feel
and
of
thick.
tea tree oil just
Yeah, I don't
seeping
know.
into my
Yeah,
scalp
Ian's
right
done
now.
his on his head.
It's really nice.
Oh wow.
You're,
So you can get some glare.
you got some jowls there. You're
I'm trying to see how much nightmare
So now
fuel
you're
I
just
can
gonna want to let
provide.
that sit. You're gonna want to wash your
doing a
hands.
good job.
Johnny,
It's okay.
I'm really
Am
pleased
I-
with how good
am I
this,
good?
this cosplay
Yeah,
contest for
okay.
Lord King Sovereign is being
To a
done.
hand washing station.
I would like to say I'm
Wash
a big
glasses,
fan
please.
of the sheet masks because you get your sheet mask and you put it on, and then you can put your glasses over top,
Well, I
and
guess
they
I
don't
could
get
do that.
sticky on the side.
Kind of looks like we're starting a new metal band.
Alright.
I mean, I'm down if you're
This is
down.
now officially the trash, so if anybody wants to.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's put these
Oh,
in
that's a
here.
weird feeling. Everything is in sharp focus. Now, what I'm really afraid of is seeing myself, because I couldn't actually see myself before because I was not wearing my glasses. So I'm gonna just not look over there.
Don't do it. That's bad times.
So Ashton, I feel
Yes.
like I've got my knitting, I've got my mask, there's chocolate, a cup of tea, and a cat, and I would be
Oh.
in utter heaven.
That'd be good.
No, Legend, no, no, no.
Look at what you've done. Look at what
So-
you've done.
For the willing amongst you, we also have nail polish. We've got some sweet different colors. We got a red that's a little bit like kind of shiny. It's got
Sparkles. Does that
some
have
yellow
sparkles
in
in
it.
Okay.
And then this one is purple, and my husband's going to mock me incessantly for this, but I don't care. It's purple hollow or holographic. I watch way too much of nail YouTubers. Anyway,
Looks really
but
good.
basically the little glitter inside kind of is a little bit rainbowy and iridescent, so
Yes.
whatever one you want.
I think I would like
Yes.
And then when Kate gets back, yes, thank you, homosexual. Oh boy. Yes, simply neological fan. I am very much. So when Kate gets back, she can do the other.
Yes.
But who wants to go first? Ashton?
Sure.
Go.
Apparently Joe feels so
Actually,
pretty
no.
right now.
Okay.
So pretty.
And then for anybody who doesn't want it, or the nail polish, or just in general wants some nice moisturizing, we have this really nice body butter, which is super great for the hands
I'm definitely gonna put
or
some
other
on my
cracked
hands.
parts.
Me, ah,
I will definitely be on that.
this is kukui
Anybody have a
nuts.
bagel?
True facts.
For my
Knitting and
body
nail
butter.
polish are not a good combination.
You wanna?
What are nail polish?
Knitting
pick
and nail
nails?
polish, not a good
Not a
combination.
good combo.
No.
Knitting and nail polish. No.
Oh yeah, I guess not.
Here, I'm also going to fix you because
I'm melting.
you're dripping a little bit.
Melting.
I
These
feel
masks,
a little bit.
like, It feels really good already.
Yeah. It might, with how a little like warm and I'm gonna say humid in here that it is, it might take them a little bit longer to dry, but that's okay. They will dry eventually.
I threw out the packaging, so I don't know how long I'm supposed to keep this on
Put this under
anyway.
here.
It's like
15, so at least have a drip
I
zone.
feel like it's a good time for like, I mean, I'm not gonna drip
The glasses that
but I
Well, then do mine, Jordan.
Thank you.
If you're not gonna drip, because I sure as hell
Oh
don't.
no,
get
I'm
stepped on.
definitely, I was planning on doing your nails.
Yeah.
This hydration is
Jordan,
the
if you put those on,
cocoon
they'll
nut.
get stuck.
I was gonna say the
What?
This is perfect music for this as well.
Yeah, I'm
that's
not
really
putting them on.
good.
Okay.
It's super nice, actually.
The best thing is, I bust up the
So,
preparation of mine, and it doesn't matter because it's still gonna peel a little bit, and then we have
Okay.
face wash, and I still feel pretty.
Oh man, you did that in like
I'm hoping
Two
I didn't mess
swipes.
up too badly that I'm doing.
Yeah.
it's like you're a professional or
This is
something.
super pro.
Hi, Sandra.
I know,
Oh,
right?
you're doing that quick.
Oh, here comes that acetone. Woo wee!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little acetone in here.
So Sandra's in
So
the
it's
chat?
been the
Yeah.
best Desert Bus has ever smelt, followed by potentially the worst.
Sandra, my partner who is here for my intro, has gone back home to Vancouver, but she's watching today.
And also, I just recently found out I know her sister.
That's right.
Her sister was like, oh yeah, that woman that was dancing next to Andrew, that's my sister. I was like, I know Sandra. We've gone for brunch.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm holding my
Liz is in the chat and she wants to know what is happening to Johnny's face.
She knows better than to ask.
Yeah. Liz, we're having a beauty moment.
That's true.
Where we've gotten a whole bunch of us together to pamper ourselves a little bit. We've got face masks. I've got a gel one on at the moment. Johnny has a little bit more obvious of a sheet mask. Slightly more obvious.
Oh my god.
Steph has started doing nails here. Thank you very much, Steph.
Of course.
We turn from side to side, we're all
Seriously, like
shiny.
this idea came from Pika originally, and I really wanted to do this both because it sounded fun and because it was a nice way to sort of feel her presence here at Desert Bus, even though she wasn't here. But it really has been Steph and Kate who have helped me out today, getting all of this stuff ready and guiding us as beauty experts on down this road.
Can't forget one.
So I have fancy little dog socks.
Damn, these are so
Which make me
look how shiny I am.
I can tap Zeno NS's $50 donation.
Controllers
Part
not
of the-
Ashton because
Yes, not Ashton. We need somebody who's not having their nails done
We
to
need
take.
a non-nailed driver.
I'll drive.
Okay, can I do next with red?
You want your nails
I'll do
done?
the red.
Alright, do you want purple or red?
Red, please.
Red? Or can I get the
Oh, I'm
red?
gonna paint red
okay.
on.
This is
Is that-
heaven.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I should swap with
This shouldn't be too long.
that's my cat!
Can you lean forward for a second? Let's take
Yeah.
that. Still red.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
good luck.
good.
Okay, so red is being taken by Jordan.
Okay.
My baby.
Oh, are you supposed to blow on nails, or do you just let them air?
I mean,
You can do both.
Yeah, you can
As
do
long as
whatever.
you're
Okay.
How long roughly
Get on.
am I looking at here?
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
We can't lift it.
This is really enjoyable.
I'm
on
just
my
gonna take it back
Oh,
until
yeah,
it's
there
my
you
turn.
go.
You can wave off
Get
your
my nails done.
nails if you
Yes.
like.
So you can,
Oh.
and then, does anybody else want
Yeah.
the purple?
Oh wow, that really enhances the
Yeah.
mask.
Oh, you're holding out for a color?
Ian, did you
Yeah, this is
just?
the red coming.
Sorry?
Oh,
Yeah,
two.
this red is.
Right?
Just
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
This has been for a while.
Secret
Oh,
tag.
okay. Well, you did a challenge by accident.
Whoops.
For real though.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah,
What was the
I
challenge?
really.
Can Ian lather his whole head in body butter?
Nice.
No, he put the mask on
Yeah.
his head.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Where is the
Close
body
enough.
butter?
You want to get on this
He
nut?
got passed around.
He's got it right behind.
Did you just say you want to get in on this nut?
Yeah, the cocoon nut. It is the nut.
Hey,
now I'm uncomfortable.
Your face is dripping a little bit.
Yeah.
Bottom left cheeks.
How's that feel?
Little
Oh
hair.
no, that's. I mean, yeah, you can rub that in.
Yeah,
Little hair. Sure,
Just
there-
rub it
you
in,
got
and then
There you go.
all any excess on your fingers you can just like rub off on your hand or something.
Oh yeah.
I actually really love putting a face mask on and then sitting in front of a fan
Oh yeah. that
in
was
the
good.
summer.
Well, I'm not
Feels
having
so
my
nice.
nails done. Oh wow.
Thanks, Oz.
Because you want red as well,
Punch in
don't you?
space, huh?
Yeah, it smells
I
very
think so,
clean
yeah.
in here.
It smells so good in the hallway.
Well, like I really like the I really like the holographic pink, but as I pointed out, particularly now that she's in the chat, my partner Sandra's a burlesque dancer, and she has a costume that is the exact shade of orange/red. We go back and forth on this, and blue as this nail polish. Or at least that's how it looked in the bottle.
Yes.
He put it on his own head. Gotta clean those pores.
Gotta clean those
I
pores.
wanted to get the Biore strips, which I guess is what these things
Oh,
are.
that would have been good.
Is
No,
that like
those
a-
aren't.
Yeah, those aren't the same.
Those are
right?
just
No,
hydrating.
they're just hydrating ones.
Yeah, I wanted the Biore strips so that we could peel them off and then have really great reactions.
I mean, these are peel-off masks.
Yeah.
These
ones
gel
are?
ones.
All the
shiny ones, yeah.
goo.
But do they
on
hurt as
people's
much
face.
as the Biore?
No.
Because the Biore
I
ones
mean,
are
I
like...
didn't shave, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
So people really don't like the rocking, so I'm intensifying.
Seems good.
I do
It
like
does
all
make
of
the
the...
life
Light
jacket
face
makes it
jacket.
seem like you're afloat.
The rocking does make it more serial killer-esque, Johnny.
Just a little bit.
Good job, John.
There's a lot of
So-
elements happening, and they all don't help.
Just real quick, if you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying seeing us take a little bit better care of ourselves this desert bus, pampering ourselves a little bit, and you'd like to chip in a couple of bucks, we'd really appreciate that. We want to keep this total going up. We want to keep that driver total going up over there next to Johnny. Donate for more cosmetics, says engineering. So we're gonna pamper ourselves, and we'd love it if you took care of yourself as well. And if you felt comfortable doing so, donate a little bit extra to Child's Play.
That might rip it.
Oh, nice. Can we get driver cam for a quick second here?
Nice.
Kane.
That balloon is upside down, by the way.
So's that.
Yeah.
So Kane in chat, I also lost a kitty this year. You have my absolute sympathy, and that is a good time and a good reason for more
Like,
self-care.
there's a non-zero chance that I'm just gonna keep this and use this all the time.
That's fair.
What is that?
No, you don't keep
It's an
body
Alpha
butter.
Buddy
Sorry.
Butter.
I thought you meant the mask. It was
The
like,
mask
don't,
is never coming
It's
off.
keep
Kukui nut.
give me your other hand.
Get in on this nut.
The thing that breaks my heart is that I can't use a lot of these products because I have a very bad history of eczema, and anything with like scents or like perfumes in it tend to like dry out my face, and then I'm very, very upset for a long
Actually,
period of time.
that's a good tip for
Yeah.
people in chat. If you're wanting to try out new products, patch test first.
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't with these guys, but for you,
Yeah,
no,
this could go badly for all of us.
Do as we say, not as we
No,
do.
these are like non-offensive enough with
Yeah.
things that you'll probably be
Do
fine.
it live.
At least
Do
that's
it
what the
live.
person in the dollar store told us.
Sorry if I'm saying.
No, we went to
No.
the real
I'm
store.
joking.
Alex,
Joking.
if there are any speaking challenges, I mean, we can't really do any physical challenges because we have occupied the physical space.
Oh, I got just the thing.
But if you see some speaking challenges or something in there that
Does
feel
this count as
appropriate,
bringing in
Or like a
unsealed
watching.
liquids into the...
Sturgis
I'll allow
is
it.
sealed.
Gels.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Oh yeah, Rex here and he's.
I mean, we're not arguing with the TSA, so we can make that distinction between liquid and gel.
Yeah, Andrew,
Yes.
for $5 per person, everyone in the room discuss your favorite boss fight from any video game and what makes it your favorite. If you can think of that.
So many.
Do we want to start with that side of the room?
I've got one already.
Oh, I've got one.
I've got
actually.
one if we're good to
I've
go.
got one.
Let's do it. Who's first?
Jordan, kick us off.
Sure.
Should we performance
Kingdom
by
Hearts.
this?
It's actually not Kingdom Hearts, because
What?
Kingdom Hearts bosses make me rage too much. It's actually from Enter the Gungeon.
Nice.
The spoilers, but this game has been out for a while. The final secret boss, the Lich, is a 3-stage boss that you have spent an hour getting to, and can be simultaneously the most frustrating and most satisfying when you actually get victory over it. And it's one of the best designed, roguelike bullet hell games that I've ever seen. And that boss fight is incredibly well designed.
Can I just count all of Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. When you finally break into the pyramid, you fall through, and it is time to go for damage.
I was also
Yeah, that is super, super satisfying.
But I was gonna say the
Yeah, give it
boss.
to Rick.
Actually,
I was gonna say the boss who
that one.
who I remember as a
How do I
kid
tell?
finally figuring out you had to blow up his mask and then you can
Yes.
actually attack him.
You're safe. Just don't.
also I'm using the pads on my
That was
fingers.
a
actually.
challenge,
don't
intellectual
rub it against
challenge that I had to
anything.
overcome figuring out how to beat that boss.
Let me see.
Pedicure first.
Ian,
Are you
do
too
you have one?
Are you too shiny? Are you good?
No, I'm
In this
good.
game,
have to
the
get
ending,
Hang on, sorry, we're getting so much crosstalk.
Yeah, can we
So
keep it
this
to a
game-
minimum except for who's talking?
the end of the game, the end boss is played by Bruce Boxleitner, who was Commander Sheridan on Babylon 5, and very emotional character for me just because of what I shared with him through that series. The game is Spec Ops: The Line,
Oh my god.
and I dare it's probably one of the easiest fights to win,
Is it though?
except that you don't win that game.
Yeah.
You finish the game,
Yeah.
and it's probably the hardest thing I've had to do in a game.
I remember I had to work on an extra credits episode about Spec Ops: The Line before I had a chance to play it, and I had to actually stop working on the episode because I was like, I need to finish this game first.
Yeah. Sorry, that's reminds me of like not the boss fight itself, but the aftermath of fighting the boss at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3,
Yes.
where it just draws out and shows the square button.
Yep.
It's like, why are you making me do this?
Yep.
The one for me, it goes a little bit further back, and it's partially more about the moment than the boss fight itself. But in Final Fantasy 6 or 3 in America, when you fight Kefka on the floating island and you lose,
I don't remember what happens.
that particularly for me because I played it like at a relatively young age. I played some other JRPGs and everything before. Like, this is spoilers, so if you care about spoilers of a game that is like 25 years old, plug your ears for a moment, I guess. But everything builds up to you getting on this floating continent to fight Kefka, to defeat him before he can turn himself into this like god emperor, and you lose, and you have to run away, and he tears the world in half, and like your party is scattered to the winds, and like you wake up as one of your characters on an island like a year later, kind of.
Right.
Like,
Sorry, I thought
I had never played a game before because it builds you up so much for this to be the final boss fight, and then knocks you down and is just like, no, you lost. The world is terrible. You're at the halfway point at best.
Right.
And it was
Okay.
just-
No, I do remember what you mean.
The top of my head just exploded. It was
It's
incredible.
pretty nuts. And he just starts like lasering everything up with the
Yeah, I
light
didn't
of
know that
judgment.
you could do that in games. It was
Yep.
amazing.
Just lie to your players.
Yep.
So,
Um,
good challenge.
Well, I mean, I have one.
Please.
Maybe this is boring, but I'm just gonna say Artorias from the Dark Souls DLC. I've actually not beaten the other two bosses. The Dark Souls 1, yeah. Like, I haven't beaten Calamite or Manas, which are apparently super crazy hard, but I did beat Artorias, and he's really, really interesting. Because, to a great extent, he punishes any kind of cheap tricks that you may have used up to that point. That fight is just like, no, you have to play by my rules this time. Like, you can't hide behind, cheesing him. I mean, I'm sure there's ways to do it, but it was just like, okay, I have to learn how to dodge now. Like, actually.
Cool. It's a good challenge.
I like how we're talking about very stressful things.
Yeah, boss fights at the spa.
Yeah.
So,
Spa
survey
fights.
of the room
Yes.
for those getting pampered.
Mhm.
How you feeling?
Pretty good.
It's kind of
nice,
nice
yeah.
just to take a minute for yourself.
It's interesting to feel the mask start to set, and
Yeah.
like,
It's a little
that's
weird.
the fun part.
but like it's not in a bad way. It's just interesting.
Like, Ian's head is, we're getting ready.
Don't touch anything.
Oh, jeez.
See, there's the camera.
I feel like I'm touching a cool bowl of Jello that's just set in the
Here,
fridge.
can we actually?
Yeah,
let's
it's
just,
Weird.
So,
Yeah,
let's turn
just so
so
that it's-
chat can see it.
You want to go that way?
Yeah, I do want to go this way.
Does
a little
anybody
bit.
want the other color?
Sure.
Does anybody
I'll
want
do the
purple?
other color.
You should feel my head, Alex. It's quite something.
Which color is the other color? Oh, sweet. That's the one I wanted to eat.
It's the pretty one.
That's true. They actually are really
the
well
Psycho Mantis fight in Metal Gear
Oh,
Solid?
yeah.
That's a
We
very
have to
Yeah.
switch the controller.
That one's good.
That's good. Metal Gear Solid bosses in general are usually pretty
Did you
unique
have this here
experiences.
to catch drips?
I never
I
never did a genocide run of Undertale, but I've seen footage of Sans.
Oh.
And I'm just like, not only is it like practically impossible to beat him.
There's my PJ
Spoilers.
nails.
Speaking of,
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't want spoilers for Undertale.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, me neither.
I've
Oh,
also.
if you
Please,
know what, just
Uh-oh.
it's great.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Like,
thanks, Desert Bus
That's-
South and
Very
chat.
short.
That's kind of the thing with games like Undertale.
What?
I'm never sure if I'm
Oh, no.
supposed to be able to beat the boss or not.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
I went into Undertale not knowing about the idea of a pacifism or genocide run. I just went in with my usual attitude of, I'm gonna do things the way I would do them, and we'll see what happens.
Hmm.
Which I kind of have some critiques about that, but I can't say my critiques without spoiling the
Oh,
game.
yeah,
So
No spoilers.
yeah. Oh, nice.
So just a recap. We're having a nice little spa day here. At
We are.
Us. We're making ourselves feel pretty
Yeah.
because we deserve it.
I'm so shiny.
And in 14 minutes, the double clicks will be calling in. So
Yeah.
tune in for that.
And
Go
you're
to
all gonna be ready for it.
We're gonna be
You're
ready.
for them.
ready. Is it her birthday today? I know it's her birthday usually right around Desert Dawn.
Her birthday is the same as mine, so
Oh,
no.
okay, so we missed it. Okay. Well, we can wish her happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
But and then we also are going to read a story a little later, aren't we, Ashton?
We are.
Not too much later.
Not too much
We
later.
want to have to keep those little.
Haas, can you post in chat when a good time would be? I'm assuming like 7-ish our time, but yeah, just double check.
For Hoskling bedtime story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. That's today.
It is today.
This is a jam-packed day.
This is. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we
going
also
on
have
here.
Mikey Newman calling in later on.
He calls in at 7.
At 7, so maybe 6:30 or maybe 8. if
Husk
it's not
says
too late.
sooner rather than later.
Okay, so then maybe
Maybe I can.
Maybe
we
between
do
the
it after the
calls.
double clicks call. Like
When is no clicks call?
they're
5.
5, so like
5?
around 6ish or 6:30 maybe. Do we have anything else scheduled? We don't have any other live auctions. We don't have. Oh, do we
You have, I believe there's one thing in the 6 to 10 p.m. slot that isn't Mikey.
That will be after Mikey's call.
Okay,
Thank
and
you,
then we
Max.
also we're gonna play trivia that trivia game
That's at
around
6. That's at 6.
At
Yeah.
6.
So hold on. How long does the story take, and do we have it ready?
Story is right behind me, and
So-
I don't know.
We could, as we're like nice and calm, and we have 13 minutes. Could we do it now?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
It
'Cause
would
if-
now
if-
be better, or would later be better,
little
Husk? Because if
Husk
it's
needs to
later,
go
it
to
might
sleep.
be
Yeah.
like
Way later.
a little after
Lord
6.
Husk will answer.
Bedtime is in
probably
30
do it.
minutes.
Kids'
so
bedtime is in 30.
We also probably have a little time between the call with double clicks and 6 o'clock.
Okay.
That's another option.
So we could either do it
Now
right.
would be much better, he says.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do it
Let's
right
do
now
it
then.
So I've given engineering the images if they could queue it up. I might need somebody to put the thing in my hands and turn the pages for me. Actually,
No, you should be fine.
this is mostly set now. I think we're good.
As long as you're not like hitting it into like something hard like a bookshelf or something.
This would be the perfect time for like one of us to be driving, the other person would be telling the story. But I am.
We are both currently occupied.
Do you want me to drive?
Possibly?
I have good hands.
My
Yes.
plan
Okay.
I can drive from here. Good.
Actually, I could
Strong
possibly.
hands.
No, I'll read it from the book. I'll read it from the book.
I promise not to be bad about my driving during the relaxing
So
times.
we'll probably want to. So this
Are you good?
we'll
Do
wait.
you have
We'll
control?
just wait.
Or just adjust?
I love how it went. Ashton, Johnny, Ian.
Yep.
So we'll wait just a minute or so here, just to. Oh, it's a sweater vest knife fight. When I murdered Beach's best friend.
You killed that man.
I like how you don't describe him as like even an acquaintance to yourself. No, it's Beach's best friend.
Well,
I don't know the guy. I
It was
just
really great the
killed
way
him.
Beach is
Like,
like,
you know, Beach-
congratulations on killing my best friend.
Like after I literally brought you to life.
Yeah, it's true.
Just real quick, a $50 donation from Omega Laron for the boss fight challenge.
Hey!
Thank you, Megalera.
Thank you.
One of our awesome mods as well in chat.
Yeah.
Johnny, you do realize that he's gonna go off and study the blade now, right?
Oh my
Husk,
god.
if you can let us know when to start, that'd be good.
That's starting to hit the point where I can't feel the air hit me because it
That's
hits
good.
the mask.
Yep.
I can't
That
feel my
means-
face.
Also,
around.
now this is gonna be
But I
Like the
like
first
it.
time I got a raindrop
this is
on
gonna be my
contact
visit
lens.
for this video. I'm okay
That was
with
a
it.
weird
That's
moment.
good. Hostlings are ready.
Okay, so now
Okay.
we need some story time lighting and the spa music to go with what
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
has. So maybe a spotlight and maybe turn the lighting down a little bit.
Maybe we should all pay attention to Daddy Ashton as he reads us a bedtime story.
Hello, Hosklings. This is, if you read the Hosklings a story, well, illustrated by Loman Shah and written by Lord Husk. If you read the Hosklings a story, oh, that is the title page. If you read the Hosklings a story, if you read the Hosklings a story, they're gonna ask you to read another. Some books from previous years. That's awesome. If you read them another book, the chat will demand a dance party. It's very true. Chat loves to dance. If you have a dance party, the chat will ask for a giveaway. We have lots of those. If you do a giveaway, you will need challenges to fill the time. Look at that. Look. Hey guys, look at him lift those balloons. What is happening in that glass case? Desert Bus is weird, man. Prestige. The prestige. It's very true. We'll tell you about that when you're older. If you start a challenge, the chat will demand to make art. Really, when is not a good time to make art? Art is all around you, all the time. If you start an art challenge, you'll have to start a silent auction. We also have lots of those. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and highlight Paul's beard trimmings in that silent auction. Desert Bus 3. Desert Bus 2, Paul's beard. If you talk about silent auctions, you will run into a shift change. This shift appears to either be going into Zeta or Omega. I'm not sure. But it looks like a lot of fun. Engaging Zeta shift. If there is a shift change, the chat will talk about old memes.
Whoa!
This is a very old meme. Those of you who have been around for a while will remember. If you talk about old memes, there are a lot of them. Look at all those memes. If you talk about old memes, you will have to read the Hosklings' story. The end. Good night, sleepyheads.
Good night, Hosklings.
Good night, Hosklings.
Go to bus to sleep.
We love you guys. As if you read the Hosklings' story.
And who's that illustrated by again?
Loman Shah.
Nice.
He did a great job.
Great job.
Good job.
Good job.
I hope the mask did not terrify you.
Thank you, Lord Hosk.
Yes.
Thank you, Hosklings. Oh, I was going to hand this to you.
Your nails are probably fine.
Is it time?
Yeah, they
No,
go.
yours aren't wrecked, John.
Not mine.
Oh, okay.
Rick, you good, Johnny?
Oh, no, nice.
There you go.
You can,
Sorry, the sheet mask or the gel mask?
Okay.
My turn?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
okay.
take the sheet mask off. The sheet masks are good.
A reminder to chat, the double clicks will be calling in very shortly, so if you want to head on over
Momentarily.
and if we can get a link in chat to where you can post your questions.
Lord Hosk says the Hosklings don't want to sleep. They want to stay up all night. During Desert Bus, staying up all night is not a good idea.
it's against the rules.
It's against the rules. All of us have very strict bedtimes,
Yeah.
and we all have to adhere to them.
Yep.
And we're up right now, but that means we
We get to sleep. We have to sleep later.
yeah.
It's true. And then the people who are up later have to sleep now, because you can't stay up all the time. And you're just too sleepy when you're awake.
But we understand what that means, having to miss out on great stuff for Desert Bus.
It's true.
We have to miss off lots of stuff.
It's never fun to miss out on things, but there's always more fun things to do when you're awake.
Okay.
Once you wake back up in the morning.
Thank you. Okay.
I couldn't let that continue.
Can I give
Wanna
you
get
this
back?
back
Oh,
again and I'm
okay.
gonna
What's
help in
happening? Oh,
engineering?
Johnny was
Yeah, the
Sure.
mask, yeah. They were able to go.
Good night.
Prime.
I feel
Yeah.
Oh,
super.
you're ready. Are you ready to get a peel out, Andrew?
You're ready.
All right. How does this work?
Do you
You're
want to do
almost
it
ready.
yourself?
Sure.
How are your
I'm
nails?
just- I think they're fine.
Oh yeah,
They're still like a tiny bit tacky, but it doesn't seem to be
So
coming off.
you're solid.
the
Alright.
easiest thing to do is to kind of move your face around like a lot, to kind of
Oh,
get it
yeah.
to start moving around.
And then you're gonna want to get a corner, maybe over here. Oh yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Ooh, yeah.
Get you that good edge.
Hold on. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but can you get under there? Yeah, you can see yourself on the monitor?
Sort of. If I could get performance cam, maybe still.
I'm gonna let the chat decide this.
Oh,
Based
I lost it.
pending their comfort, who would the chat like to see peel my scalp?
Can I do it, please?
But pending your comfort, yes. You just offered.
She
so.
requested it.
I was really hoping nobody was going to ask to peel their scalp this year, but here we are.
There you go.
Is there a close-up cam we can get or something?
Yeah, we're
Engineering's working on some stuff.
Okay.
Engineering's busy.
Oh, they're working on a call, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
the
fair.
It's like a second skin.
the
There's
performance
photos
camera
happening.
should be
Yeah.
should be put.
Oh, it's like a terrible death mask.
There you go.
Getting it all off in one piece, I'm very
Yes,
impressed.
that's actually very impressive.
Is that good luck?
It's like peeling an orange peel. You get it all in one piece.
I think I've had this.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
And a little bit above your mouth.
And there's a
You
little
got a
bit
little
of
bit on this
excess,
cheek over
but
Yeah, you
here.
got a little bit
Yeah.
on your cheek.
Please.
But
A
not
little bit
too
all
much.
over.
easiest thing to do is just kind of like rub it,
Yeah, then it like
rub
rolls
the skin,
off.
and it'll start to roll off.
Like eraser bits.
That's just
We
a
just know
camera
this.
entry, but your face actually
It's
looks.
almost as if I've done this
You look
like a
fresh.
lot.
You look
You look
refreshed.
so fresh.
Yeah, your
Thank you.
skin looks really nice.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
I
just you can even see it in the bathroom
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Okay,
If you want
I'm
to go
gonna
to
go
the
do
restroom,
that.
And then
you
it
can-
is water soluble, so you can just kind of
I feel
Yeah,
very
any
good right
excess
now.
that doesn't want to come out of hair.
So cool.
like your skin is legitimately glowing. I'm not even kidding.
I feel very pretty. Thank you, everyone. Thank you especially to Kate and Steph.
Thank you to
you
Steph
were-
for going
you
and
were-
buying the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were the experts. You went and got us all the stuff. This is amazing. I'm
I
super
mean-
happy. And thank you to Pika for the suggestion.
Thank you,
Andrew, you
Pika.
want to have a super pretty high five?
Yes. Excellent.
Wait, should I peel Ian's scalp?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
please.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get me up
Some
here
people were saying-
on the.
I'm gonna go rinse.
Mine.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so grody.
All right, let's get down here, which I believe should be.
Let's get down
would you
to
like a
it.
chance to get yours as well?
Sure. I'll wait until after the scalps.
Oh, that feels.
Dude.
Oh,
This is
She's
everything you
touching
wanted it to
it.
be,
You got
Kathleen.
that's my head.
You got some good coverage there,
You
Ian.
got a chunk at the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I miss some?
That's his nose.
How does it
The front left as well.
compare to peeling the screen off a new piece of technology?
It's exactly the same.
Oh man.
That's why I wanted to do it.
Oh, that felt.
Alright, Ian's
Hey,
scalp
you want to see
going
what
in
your scalp looks like?
No.
Please no.
That is dotted. I'm really glad I shaved that this morning.
And
I like how everybody's like, should, and I'm just like,
Sorry, Haas.
"Arr." Going
If there
for
had
it.
been a little vase on top of his head, it would still be there after you pulled it off like that.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
Oh,
go
sure.
wrap-
Right.
Now I'm gonna go wrap random chocolates with this.
Hey, I just want to remind you guys that
So we got it.
the double
Go for
clicks
it.
are calling in imminently. So if you have any questions for them, please go throw them onto the Desert Bus blog. It is
you got
up
some good,
desertbus.org.
Make sure there gets in good.
Okay. Where's a good grippy
Right
spot?
there, right there.
Here?
Yeah. Usually the bottom of the cheek near the near your mouth
Mm.
smile
Oh,
lines is the best
you
place
got
to
it.
start.
I think I got it.
A little farther down.
Nope,
Okay.
I don't got it.
There you
There we
go.
I'm sorry I had to disappear, but I was doing a lot of things.
A lot of good things. There you go. Very nice.
There we go. Yeah, probably gonna have to go to the washroom.
Yeah,
Just last little bits.
there's usually a little bit of excess you can't quite get off.